Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. Spirit driven reading. We just had messages to get off. Okay, I just did a Capricorn reading for Patreon. Like I told y'all, most of my content is over on Patreon, so please go ahead and subscribe over there. It's under Tarot by Tia LLC. If you search Tarot Tia, it will come up. But I'm recording because, like I said, we got messages to get off, y'all. Information that feels like it's really pertinent. So let's see what comes out. I heard Gloria, glorious, glory. And I heard give thanks to God. Like flat out. Like, y'all, it's just been this energy to I'm just gonna go. Cause it's been so much pretending in this spiritual shit and this spiritual work, and it becomes exhausting to those of us that actually do this shit from the heart chakra, or who have gone through the shadow work, the experiences, to be able to kind of enlighten ourselves, to be able to enlighten others naturally, not through a forced energy or through persona, or sorry, y'all, I had a message, or becoming people that we just, what I mean, aren't really meant to be. It's just like this shit, like I said, it just gets tiring. It really gets tiring. So it's coming across to me as if there's a phone call that may be coming in, a lot of calls or a lot of contact that may be coming in, especially if there are plans that need to be made, organization, that type of stuff. That's a big factor here. Is it seems like a sense of patience or impatience or a lack of patience may be a really big factor. Her to the rescue. It's funny, I'm seeing someone with like a cape, almost like a superhero, but it feels like this person is like works with time. They work with time, with numbers. Maybe very intelligent also. This energy looks very intelligent. If it's a person, it feels like organization, details. I heard grand or grant. And the color green feels like a really big factor. Green is a representation of the heart chakra, also relevant to the heart chakra. The letter G feels like a big factor, period. Yeah. So it feels to me as if there's a lot of fear here, or people who are using fear-based tactics to be able to manifest, to be able to get attention, or jealous because there are people in this world, in this equation, in this situation, who do not have to scare people into fucking with them. They don't have to intimidate people into being their friend, or to being clients, or to fucking appreciate them or see them or respect them. And these energies who have been very malicious and aggressive, very fucking aggressive, seem like they're starting to realize that aggression is not how to maintain loyal or respectful, respectable relationships. And there's a sense of safety and protection, security that's coming in, or that is here, because someone is really starting to understand that they don't have to do all that. It's like, I don't have to scare people into giving me money, scare people into fucking with me, or challenge nothing or nobody, because again, there's no need to fight. There's no need for drama. There's no need for bullshit. Especially if I heard Tamara in the name Tanya, teeny, tiny. Those words seem like a really big factor. It feels like there's a sense of guilt that someone is carrying or will start to carry, because they realize that they didn't have to act like this. They don't have to act like this, or they have been forced into doing shit that they don't want to do, or someone is trying to force someone into doing something that they do not want to do, especially if it's a possible Capricorn, Scorpio, any water sign, or excuse me, fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, because it feels like this energy is shifting from fire into water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio type of energy. It's almost like there's this sense of serenity, balance, that's coming in, because people are learning to embrace love. Okay, they're learning to activate their heart chakra and to connect with energies from this space versus ego. Okay, And it's pissing people off because, again, it shows how fraudulent they are. It shows how fake they are. And now they're kind of trying to tiptoe around in these same circles where the environment is full of love and peace, and they don't fit in. So they may have been trying to ostracize someone or people or the energies who may have come across as soft, naive, compassionate, because they saw them as weak. And now the weak energies are the ones that with all the power. They're the ones who are seen as having true power, true gifts, true talents, true abilities, and they're appreciated because they may have better customer service skills. They may actually come across as if they actually give a fuck about the people that they're working with, or the people that they're around, the people that are in their environment, or their family, their friends, their associates. You get what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like you really do care, flat out. And these energies who kind of are just here for the kick it, for the lifestyle, for the entertainment purposes, for the image, or just doing shit just to be seen or to say that they did it. You know what I mean? You can see that it's all ego driven. So I do feel the need to break this down into signs so we can do that, y'all. Is kind of see what happens here, because it really does feel like it's the everyone is playing a different role, or all these energies are playing different roles here, but they all serve a purpose. You know what I mean? You know how they say, like, everyone comes into our life for a reason, or we go through situations even if we may not understand it at the time, but there's a reason or a lesson in it. That feels like the biggest factor here. Lessons being learned, lessons being taught, especially lessons from the heart. Her inheritance, Kira, carrot, Carol, Karen, Kai, Car, anything like that. Could be like a Kyra, Kira, Kara. That's what I'm hearing. And I heard Ankara, Ankara is what I'm seeing. I heard to start with Scorpio. That's wild, because when I did Patreon, it was the same way, y'all. Like, start with Scorpio. So let's see. So Scorpio, it feels like you're being nosy. Or somebody around you is being real nosy, real sneaky, especially if they're trying to stalk somebody, like a feminine energy, man or woman. It just feels like a divine feminine energy that they're so curious about, they're obsessed with, or they're being stalked by someone, especially if this energy is trying to get information about someone, or trying to kind of like move around this energy as if they are happy for them, excited for them, or they're trying to surprise this energy. But it feels like their surprise is the fact that they're jealous. Okay, they're very hateful, they're very malicious. So now the energy that they're very jealous of, or being malicious towards, hating on, is being called to become a little more private or low key, or withdraw their energy from this situation, or from this person, from these people, from this opportunity, because it doesn't mean them no good. It feels like someone who's been plotting to harm another, plotting to harm someone, possibly from their childhood, someone that they may have children with, okay, or someone in a situation to where children are a really big factor in this equation. I keep hearing the word target, Tasha, any form like that, a name like that could be a big factor here. And I keep hearing something about tail, tails. This energy here looks very demonic. It's almost as if they're possessed by a very dark force, a very dark spirit. And they're growing very jealous. Again, very jealous of someone else's success, of someone else's social status, of things that someone else is inheriting. You get what I'm saying? Even if they're divine gifts, spiritual gifts, or things that they're physically being given from somebody, or being able to purchase for themselves, or whatever, a lifestyle that they may be able to live and maintain. It feels like somebody is finally accepting the truth, or knows the truth. Like, I heard you can't afford me, flat out. So somebody's not lowering their standards, their price. Okay. They're getting rid of their morals and values to mingle in relationships with low vibrational energies. And these low vibrational energies or entities are getting pissed off because they won't play their game. I heard something about Cat Williams. Cat. So it's cat may be a really big factor. It feels like somebody is kind of upset because they're seeing someone as a know-it-all, seeing someone as like, oh, you think you the shit. But in reality, they know this energy is the shit. They know this energy has it going on. They know this energy is popping, and they don't fucking compare. So they're, and this may even be their own fucking family member, their own sibling, their own child, okay? They're jealous of somebody that they have either descended from, or someone who's descended from them, or their own peers, their own bloodline, somebody that shares the same blood as them, somebody that's on the same team as them, somebody that they could be in a relationship with. They're very jealous of this energy, y'all. And it's coming across to me as if they're going to be very rude and disrespectful to this person, or have been very rude and disrespectful to this energy. And that's where their true colors came out, because they couldn't continue to hide or cover up how jealous they are of this person, of this opportunity, of this situation. I heard fold or folk. Could be a feel in this equation. Also feel felice is what I keep hearing. It feels like somebody is upset because they're somebody smarter than them, bigger than them, better than them, more credible than them, more experienced than them, more talented, more gifted, more enlightened, okay, has more money, whatever the fuck. But this is all over the physical, someone's physical reality, physical attributes, that type of stuff. Because again, they're like, oh, you think you the shit, you think this and that, you think, you know what I mean? That's how they're functioning. But in reality, they know this energy is the shit. They know this energy is the shit. But the thing is that this is confidence that someone is carrying. And they can't stand the fact that this energy is confident. You know what I mean? It's almost like, what the fuck? Like, why don't you learn how to be confident in yourself? Why don't you learn what self-love feels like, or learn how to appreciate what you have, so you don't have to constantly watch what somebody else has? You know what I mean? Let's see. I heard Pisces. It could be a P name that's a big factor in this equation. The letter P and the letter R. Or even Paris. Perry. Perry. Ooh. It feels like someone who may possibly be a cosmetologist, an esthetician, an architect, anything like that. Someone who works with very sharp tools or sharp objects, or sharpens things. I heard a jeweler. That's interesting. It feels like this energy is starting to be scoped or spotted or watched, but it's because of their job. You know, whatever they do for a living, it feels like they have leveled up from like the underdog to the top dog, or leveled up from being unknown to, I'm hearing the most known unknowns, like 3-6 Mafia. You get what I'm saying? Like they may have been nobody, but they're really a big fucking deal. You get what I'm saying? So they could be underground. I heard the word rage, but this raging feels like partying, kicking it. You know what I mean? Like, or all the rage. You know what I mean? Like, they're fucking popping. Somebody is popping, okay? Especially their client base, or their networking abilities, their skills. They are very good at what they do, and it feels like they're starting to become known, or there's some type of recognition that is coming in because of what somebody does, or a skill set that somebody has. Our gift of gab. This energy is not like talking people into believing in them, or talking people to death, or even putting themselves in a position to where it's like, oh yeah, I'm the shit. They don't have to speak, because their work is speaking for itself. So Pisces, this looks really good. It feels like somebody who may be looking for someone's advice, or looking for help after really doubting someone, or after they have doubted themselves, or again, others have doubted them. These same people have to shut the fuck up now, or that sense of fear and insecurity is gone. It's dissipated. You hear me? Because it's not needed. It's like, damn, I'm really, you know what I mean? I really did this shit. Like, practice, trial and error, that type of stuff feels like it's played a really big role in this situation and this opportunity, and it's paying off, y'all. It's paying off. So Pisces, this looks really good. That actually kind of coincides with what I picked up for Patreon as well. This looks really good. It feels like you kind of are about to be in a position to where, again, the energies that have doubted you, even if it was yourself, like some type of self-doubt, it's not a fucking factor anymore because you proved your point, or you're about to prove your point. Like I told y'all niggas, like Boosie's daughter, I told y'all niggas flat out. And this is without having to say I told you so. It's without having to do that. So it's bomb. Let's see, I heard Aries. I heard arson. Arson. And I heard something about the ears. It feels like someone is finally confirming that they need to be protected. You know, they're in a state of defense or in a position to where they are highly disappointed in the way that something has turned out, especially if they've been messy as hell. Like their own emotions have caused them a big mess. Especially if they've been trying to go to war with someone or in a situation where they thought that they had this automatic win, you know, or it's like there's no way I can lose, there's no way I'm going to lose, and they lost or about to lose, you know. It feels like someone who's challenging someone or possibly a system, the rules, the guidelines, someone else's happiness. And just to be like, hey, you need help, bro. Like somebody is in a situation like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why are you so thirsty to destroy this energy or to be so combative or to go against someone else's happiness? It's like, chill out. Like, that's the energy that I have here, because this shit is illegal, unethical, immoral, or just wrong. You get what I'm saying? And somebody is being morally sound in this situation. Like, no, you fucked up. You're wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you're not right in this situation, or you're not thinking straight. You get what I'm saying? You're just trying to have power or control, especially if this is another Aries possibly, or any earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It feels like somebody who's in a competition with somebody to be the best, or to look the best, or to look the most responsible or fit for duty in some type of way. But again, it's so ego driven that it's like, damn, like you really trying to take shit from under my feet just because you hating on the position that I'm in, or you think that I'm better than you, or you think like, or my social status makes you feel insecure as fuck. Okay. And so now you want to gossip and run your mouth and be messy as hell. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. It feels like someone who's accusing someone of doing shit, or has accused someone of doing shit, um, just to feel weak as fuck for doing it. You know, they feel fake as hell. They feel shady as hell. They feel fragile as fuck, or their ego is fragile. Okay. And it feels like it's now shattering or crumbling because, again, other people are just like, bro, like, what is your problem? You know what I mean? Like, why are you bothering them? Why are you still talking about them? Why do you have their name in your mouth? Like, why are you trying to insert yourself into this situation? Why are you bringing this up? Why are you gossiping? Why are you acting like that? You know, it's like I said, what is your problem? Because somebody is not bothering this other energy. And it's like, why do you keep, you know, accusing them of bothering you or doing shit to you, or trying to make it seem like this energy is unfit, unstable, unreliable, you know, when in reality, they're overqualified. Okay. Her April. So let's go with Taurus. Her in order, or in that order. I don't remember who used to say that. Was it Mama D? Like Little Scrappy's mom? All right. Someone wants to be left alone. They want to be left alone. It feels like they've kind of like, they may be afraid to come out, afraid to mess with people, afraid to associate, affiliate with people, because they don't know if their light or their love, their pure energy is something that is welcomed in this environment, in this space. You know, it feels like somebody who's kind of sad or salty because they didn't appreciate what they had when they had it, or appreciate someone's love and compassion, or their genuine energy, or the genuine energy that was here, or again, an opportunity that really made them happy. It's almost like they gave that up because they weren't sure if their energy was going to be reciprocated, but they didn't give enough time to see, you know, especially if this energy has cheated, or become very disloyal in a situation or with to someone that is actually reliable, dependable, or trustworthy. You know, it's almost like they fucked over somebody. I heard garnish or garner, something like that. It feels like they fucked over somebody because they were in a rush or felt very like in a very competitive energy, especially if this was possibly with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, possible earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But it feels to me as if somebody with a very fragile ego is now in a space to where they they thought talking shit to somebody about somebody, or allowed their insecurities to get the best of them and started to be fake and put on a persona. Like they put on this shield of armor that they didn't need, you know, buying equipment that they don't need, you know what I mean? So they wasted a lot of their time, money, or gave their attention to people who were only feeding their ego, opportunities that were only going to feed their ego versus energies that were actually there for them or actually helping them to kind of like feel loved and appreciated and secure, you know? So now it feels like somebody is in defense mode because they kind of want to, they thought that they could outshine or outwork somebody, when in reality, they don't even have the stamina to do this shit. You get what I'm saying? They don't have the stamina, the equipment. You know what I mean? It's almost like somebody who took the cheap way out of a situation because they didn't think that following this shit step by step mattered, or following the rules mattered. You know what I mean? It's like, look at y'all following the rules, taking all this time. It's y'all moving slow. It's taking y'all forever, whatever. Just to realize that they skipped some steps and now their end product doesn't look the same, taste the same, or the results are completely different or not what they expected. So now they need to give credit where credit is due. It's like, damn, you told me that this is how shit was going to play out. You told me that this is what was going to happen, or you predicted this shit. You get what I'm saying? And I tried to overlook you because I thought that you were just trying to be the boss, just trying to be in charge, or just trying to have control, when in reality, especially if somebody's teeth are falling out, or somebody's getting their teeth knocked out, or something about the teeth or oral care could be a really big factor in this equation. Quiche, quiche, anything like that could be a factor. And it feels like somebody who's very jealous, who's very hateful, who's very mean. But in my opinion, it's because they allowed fear and hate to be instilled in them. You know, they were being influenced by somebody who had mind control over them, or an energy or entity that had control over their spirit. And they realized that they were playing with the devil or playing with a demonic force, or they were doing things or driven by hate, you know, fueled by hate. And now it's like, damn, like, I want to say sorry. I want to apologize because they know the truth. You know, they see the bigger picture now. So it feels like conversations may be coming in to where people want to talk, or people want to converse, or make up for being aggressive, for being rude, for being disrespectful, for not trusting whoever this is in this situation, not listening to this energy because they really had their back, and these other people, this other energy didn't appreciate it or didn't see the light. You know, it feels like it's taking them time or isolation or kind of like a lot more understanding to be able to see what happened in this circumstance. You know, it's almost as if there's a lot of past energy, but reflection feels like the biggest factor here. Someone who's reflecting on situations that have already taken place to realize that they played a very sneaky, shady, messy ass role in the life of somebody else. And now they're ready to kind of clean up the mess that they've made, not realizing that the mess that they made has already been cleaned up because, again, this energy won't allow mess or bullshit ass people into their lives, you know. Let's see. Or won't let bullshit affect their spirit. So they look like they're still pushing, keeping it moving, you know, because again, it's like this just comes with the territory. It's like, you know, the higher that we ascend, the bigger these demons become. But we're already prepared for battle. We're already prepared for war, you know. So it's just like, no, I don't really feel like dealing with this shit. But if you come with it, bitch, I can handle it. I can handle whatever. You feel me? And I'm going to handle whatever and remove myself from situations and opportunities that don't really mean me no good. People that don't mean me no good without remorse. Flat the fuck out. Work, family, friend, or romantic, y'all. I heard May, so let's go with Gemini. May or Maze, Mace, Mice, in the name Mia, or Minnie, Minty, anything, Mindy, anything like that could be a really big factor here, Gemini. I heard Mina, Lamina, Amina, Lamaya, L names may be a really big factor. The name Laura or Lauren also, Lawrence, Larry. And I heard Larice. Could be a Lori, like I said, Larice. And I heard David Koresh. All right, I'm not sure how that's going to be relevant. David Koresh. Definitely could be the energy of an influencer. Someone who has this very influential energy, especially if they feel like this person has formed a cult or has like a cult following of some sort. But this person feels like there's a lot that they have to offer, a lot of information, products that they're sitting on, because they've been waiting for the right time to give off this information or to share their time, energy with these people or any situations and these opportunities, you know. It feels like somebody who's trying to come across as responsible as possible, but they are being stopped. You know, it's almost as if someone has a lot more money, power, influence than they may have. And they know that if they accuse this person of emotionally damaging them or doing things to them that may be unsavory to other people, that people will turn on them. People will hate them. People will start trying to kind of like go against this energy or go against the grain, you know, even though this energy may be being morally sound, morally correct. I have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It feels like somebody who's trying to whisper, you know, in other people's ears, to be able to get their point across, or to be able to have others understand that the turmoil and the pain that they have experienced, you know. It's almost like I don't want the world to know, because they may be embarrassed or ashamed, or because they're not trying to embarrass anyone or shame anyone. But it feels like gossip is coming across as gossip or rumors, you know. I heard rumor reports. That's interesting. Like Angela Yee, it feels like somebody who is trying to avoid being accused of doing things that they're not doing, being accused of emotionally damaging people or taking advantage of people financially. Because they know that the person with all the power and the influence will do that if they try to broadcast or put out their product. It's like they'll find a way to damage this energy's career, damage this energy's future. They will find a way to hurt this energy, potentially hurt this energy physically. I heard have them killed, right? So again, this could be like a political situation or a situation to where someone may have a hit out on somebody, or want to have it, try to have a hit out on somebody, and it didn't work because this energy started to kind of like become a little more private, like I said, or they have been targeted by the government or some type of spiritual force, a spiritual entity of some sort, and they can't get the information that they're looking for because nobody's saying anything, nobody's speaking. These people may be under oath or under an oath of silence, or again, it's like if I talk to you, I'm going to get killed, or if I expose this, express this, I'm going to get killed. So it's like either way it goes, it's like you know what I mean, I lose in this situation, and somebody wants to come out with their dignity, their integrity. So they're not going to say nothing, especially if I heard gas is a big factor in this equation. It feels like somebody who's being very, very sly, trying to kind of like throw shade and just to get someone disliked, or just to get someone to confess about something, or just to get someone to inflict a charge of guilt onto another, you know, to get them to incriminate themselves, or to get them to put themselves in a position or situation that they don't want to be in. So it's like, I would rather be loyal to my family, my friends, the people that I'm committed to, you know, than to give you all this information and these motherfuckers get, you know, thrown in the same boat as me. You know what I mean? It's almost like somebody is being called to be an informant or a snitch, or they are playing the role of an informant or a snitch, especially if it's a possible air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And they know that if their name is in his paperwork, in these documents, if their name is called out publicly in some type of way, they're going to have more hell to deal with than dealing with this company, or this fucking government agency, or whatever the fuck. So it's like, hell no. Like, you get what I'm saying? Y'all ain't, don't say my name like Stacy from the Wood, nigga, don't say my name. Somebody is an informant or a snitch, or being asked to snitch on somebody or in a situation, and they're not going to do it because they know the hell that they'll have to pay. Or again, they're more loyal and committed to their family, to the people that actually have had their back through thick and thin, than to this energy that's just coming in like, well, if you tell me this information, I'm gonna give you this. Trying to work out these deals with this person or in his situation, because they know that these people are going to target more people after that. So it's like, I know that's not where this shit is just going to end. It feels like somebody who may be immobile, whether they're on crutches, in a wheelchair, they're unable, they don't have their license. It's something about them not being able to move on their own, or needing a lot of assistance. They may have a disability of some sort. This energy feels like a really big factor in this equation, because somebody looks like they're ready to kind of like say thank you for the fact that this energy remains silent, or they know that this energy is going to remain silent and solid in this equation. And if they do not, or if they are become targeted, I keep hearing kingpin. If they are targeted in this situation, it feels like they're going to immediately know who is running this water. You get what I'm saying? Who's running their mouth in this situation, or whatever the fuck, you know? And that's where all of these secrets start coming out. Or again, somebody is finding out where all of this information has come from, especially if it's a possible Aries. That could be a really big factor here. It feels like somebody who is ready to express the truth, express gratitude, or offer someone a gift of like a peace treaty, because this energy didn't say their name, or is not going to be on the side of these people who are trying to take them down. It's like, thank you for having my back. Thank you for looking out. You feel me? Because they were able to better prepare themselves for what was to come, or they knew what to expect, or to be able to kind of like watch their surroundings, or watch these people that are around them, because somebody decided to have their back instead of going after the money. So it's like, oh yeah, well, I'll give you this amount if you do this. I'll give you this and that if you do this. And this energy is like, nah, I don't need that. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Like, they're not going to trade in their family, friends, and associates just for money, or just for attention, or for opportunity. And it's respected, you know? It's respected. It feels like somebody is truly trying to, again, become like being called to become a snitch, or a tattletale, or a snake to someone that means a lot to them, or to the people, again, that have their back. So it's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Like, these people hold way too much integrity to even stoop to that level. So, because it's like, if one go down, we all go down type shit. So it's like, you know what I mean? Even if they do become an informant, or they put themselves in a position to where they're like trying to expose somebody else's business, it's like, ain't that your family? Ain't that your friend? You feel me? Ain't them your people? You know? So they look stupid. They look like they know that they'll look like a fucking fool, or they know that they look like a fool because that's what they've been doing. It's like, you sitting and gossiping about your own family, friends, and associates, like, and you think you look like, you know, the stable energy in this situation, or the morally right energy in this situation. Like, sure, you know, I heard Mika. Mika, Maya. Let's see. Heard to go back to water, so let's do Cancer. Karmic cycle's trying to end, Cancer, especially because your intuition is in high gear. It feels like it's time for you to move forward. I heard hit the lottery. What? Lotto, lottery, lottie, anything like that. Lot. Feels like it's a really big factor, especially if somebody is feeling protected, feeling secure, feeling safe. Like, what? Woo! It feels like there's a lot of money coming in, Cancer, or a lot of attention, a lot of abundance. Okay, but this all feels tangible, like things that you can touch. Okay, money, material shit that's coming in, or something that someone has accumulated, a following even. But it feels like you may really be shocking the fuck out of people, or somebody in this equation may really be like mind blowing. And especially if they're like, right, I heard against all odds. I can't remember whose reading that was, y'all. It may have been Pisces. But it feels like somebody has been kind of like in a position to where they're very private or very exclusive, have become very, very high quality, or have a stigma that has been placed upon them. So they may come across as because I'm seeing people go like this. I'm seeing people go like this. So I don't know if you're doing some type of work or into some shit that others are like, oh no, that's taboo. Oh no, stay away. You feel me? Like that type of shit. People could be accusing you of being a witch or doing witchcraft or anything like that, y'all. But it seems to me as if these energies know that you may have been teaching them or enlightening them or making them aware of shit that they weren't ready to open their eyes to. And that's why they were like, no, no, no. You feel me? Like they weren't ready. They weren't ready. But now I heard I was blind. Now I can see flat out. Now that they're ready to open their eyes, or they have awakened, spiritually awakened, they understand the depth of knowledge, information, wisdom, influence, that you may have been offering, the importance of the information that you were giving them, because they're waking up, you know? It feels like they're kind of sad because it's like now you pulled your energy away, or now you're no longer around or available, and they're kind of angry about that. You have a lot of people pissed off. You know, it's almost like you went from helping people, being nice, compassionate, friendly, generous, to coming across as very selfish and entitled or self-focused. And now they're mad and being mean because it's like, oh, well, you didn't answer my calls, or you didn't respond to my message, or now I asked you for this and you didn't give it to me. Like, fuck you. Like, it's almost like these people took too long to wake up or to become aware of how important your presence is, or whoever's presence this is in this situation. It's like, now that you done hit the jackpot, hit the lottery, it's like, oh shit, like you really are popping, you really are attractive, you really do got it going on type shit. And it's like, I know, you feel me? Like it's like they just now are kind of like realizing how big your energy is after others are giving you the credit, the respect, the honor. So it's like, this is bandwagon shit. Like, people who kind of want to jump on the bandwagon after other people are praising you, after other people are noticing you, recognizing you, or you're being published in some type of way or appreciated on a very public level. And they kind of are like, damn, like you really are popping. But it's like when you said like, hey, like I'm trying to get this off the ground, I'm trying to invest in this, I'm trying to do this and that, they didn't give a fuck because they didn't see the vision. You get what I'm saying? But now that they see the vision, it's too late for them to jump on board. And they're mad because it's like, well, damn, didn't you want me to help you? You don't need no help. You don't want this, you don't want that. And it's like, no, I don't really need your help now. You feel me? No, I don't really want to fuck with you now. Like, don't try to jump on the fucking bandwagon now because we winning, bitch. Get up out of here. or because you need attention, or because you feel me, you feel like you're lonely now. You know, I mean, ooh, Bobby Womack. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, flat out. Somebody did not appreciate the person or energy that they had, and now it's just like, it's gone. It's like, I don't know what you about to do, but I ain't got it for you. I don't know what you about to do, but I ain't got no more advice for you. I ain't got no more, you feel me, energy inside of me to contribute to this shit. I'm good. I'm good. I'm conserving all of my energy for myself, for growth, you know, to manifest what I need in this physical reality. Flat out. Flat out. Let's go, Cancer. I heard something about dog. The dog, something like that. Or maybe a very racist energy that's in this equation, y'all. Somebody who's very racist or very discriminatory. Like, especially if their name is Susan or Suzanne or Susie. And I heard the name Sean. Virgo. I heard Keister. Your intuitive gifts are here too, Virgo. But it feels like it's because you're starting to remember a lot of shit from the past. Or someone is starting to remind you of something or someone from your past. Or there are a lot of past life memories that could be playing a role in your life right now. Like you may be kind of like getting in tune with yourself spiritually. Or something has triggered you to kind of like go down memory lane, or tap into your Akashic records or something like that. You know, it feels like you have kind of plans to become a better person, or plans to kind of improve your life, plans for to manifest something bigger and better for yourself. But the bigger this load is getting, the more responsibility that you're taking on, the heavier it is. Back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, stiff arms, that type of stuff may be a really big factor. The stiff arm, you feel me? I don't know if there's a football player or an athlete that's in this equation, or somebody that's been working out a lot, but it feels like you're kind of going to be wowed very soon, because you're going to realize that hard work truly does pay off. You know, it feels like you kind of have been feeling as if you've been dumbing yourself down to fit in environments and social circles that you no longer fit in. Or you feel like the people around you may be trying to have small talk or conversations about shit that you're not interested in. So it's kind of like this really is just, y'all just aren't the people for me. These really aren't the conversations that I want to be around. This isn't the shit that I'm into. You know what I mean? These aren't the things that I like. Like, so why are we hanging together? Why are we affiliated? Right? Because you've grown up, you've matured, or somebody in this equation is maturing, and now they kind of are in a space to where they seem to be losing interest in their social life or the people in their social environment, because they are very superficial or shallow, you know. So you're being called to kind of go ahead and cleanse your energy or release yourself from things that are holding you back financially, things that are holding you back in your career, things that don't really suit the person that you've grown into, and allow yourself to do that without guilt, shame, or embarrassment, or without being shamed, you know. Because if you need to speak up and say, hey, like, that's not right. Hey, this isn't going to work. Hey, you're not paying me enough. Hey, you feel me? I'm worth more than that. My time, my energy is a lot more valuable than you think, type shit. Say what you got to say, because you're being called to be vocal, you know, a lot more expressive when it comes to your expertise, or your who you actually are and what you're trying to manifest. So Virgo, this is very good energy. Her Libra. I heard a Laura. There it is again. I heard Lana or Alana, Elena, Lena, Alina. So you may be in a space to where you feel like things are not working out. Someone could be unemployed in this equation, or someone is kind of like has set themselves back when it comes to their or they feel unmotivated. You know, this energy feels really unmotivated. It feels like they may be perceived as lazy. They may be perceived as if they, again, unemployed, or as if they don't work. But it feels like things are just moving very slow. It's a period of stagnation that's here, especially if there's anyone who may have a name that starts with letter C or the letter K. That k sound feels like a really big factor. Feels like somebody who's been allowing fear to get the best of them, or allowing people to kind of like challenge them in situations and opportunities that aren't really going to help them become who they need to be. You know what I mean? It seems to me as if I heard love, loss, love, light, something like that. It feels like someone who feels stuck, y'all. This energy feels stuck. But they feel stuck because, again, they're spending all their time and energy around people who are jealous of them or people who are malicious to them. And it's taking a toll on their energy. And they refuse to accept that, refuse to admit that, because they're being defensive. So they may even have people around them who are like, hey, that's not a good idea. That's not a good decision or whatever. But they're not really like listening because they want to do things their way. And now doing things their way is causing doors to be closed. You know what I mean? They're starting to lose relationships or lose friendships or lose their momentum because these people or these opportunities, these situations are not as abundant as they used to be or as welcoming as they used to be. They're not as available. Okay. And it seems like they finally have to accept the truth that they've been rushing themselves through a process or in a situation that time and patience is a really big factor in. You know what I mean? It feels like I'm hearing Just Friends by Amy Winehouse. Somebody may have been trying to take others on a ride to success with them, just to find out that these energies don't belong on this ride or on this journey. You know, they're not fit. It's almost like somebody thought that they could take everybody or help everybody, just to realize that it's like, you drive a coupe, right? Like you don't have all that room in your vehicle, right? Type shit. And it hurts them to say no. It hurts them to kind of like not help everybody, but they're finally realizing that it's slowing them down. It's like, the more people that you try to take on, the more energies that you try to take on, the more shit that you try to take on, the more tired you're going to be, the more exhausted you're going to be, or the more ways that you have to split this money, split these funds, or split your opportunities. So it's not wrong to say, hey, I need to do this by myself. I need to go into this by myself, or I need to do what's best for me. Like that is the advice here, is to not feel guilty for going on a journey by yourself, or doing things or manifesting money and attention or whatever this is by yourself, opportunities by yourself, because there's a very codependent energy that's here. But again, it's because they're trying to help everybody. It feels like they may be trying to help other people get on their feet or stabilize themselves in different ways, and it's taking away from their own ability to maintain their happiness or stability in their own life. So I'm going to cut this off and probably go into another video, y'all. And I'll post the signs that we've done so far in this, because it feels like I heard a break is necessary. Flat out, a break is necessary. So you may need time off or time to really just heal yourself. Focus on yourself, Libra. Because it feels like you have your own family or relationship or life to prioritize at this moment. You can't help everybody, and you can't feel bad because you cannot help everybody or take everybody on this journey with you. So thank you so much, y'all.